A typical Hollywood movie takes about 2.5 years to make. Tonight, I'm gonna make one in 24 hours. What? And I'm gonna do it all by myself. And my time starts now. Now before we begin, I have to tell you about the 4 steps I have to follow in order to make my film just like how Hollywood makes theirs. Step 1. The idea. Before writing a script, I need to have an idea. Right now, I only have sticky notes and a pen. Since I'm doing the directing, writing, cinematography, editing, and starring in the film, I could make a basic film, but nah. To be the greatest filmmaker of all time, I need to make something that will either make me or break me. Which is why I decided to make the most complicated idea ever. And that leads me to step 2, writing the screenplay. Now that I had my idea, I needed to write it down into a script. And since my idea is so complicated, I had to structure it in a way where everything made sense. So I began writing and wrote and wrote and wrote. And finally, finish writing my name. Just kidding! I got you. Now I did get distracted a bit, but I did end up finishing the script in less than 3 hours, and here's what I got. Meet Elio, who will be played by me. Elio goes to get a snack from his fridge at 3 a.m. As he finds his snack, he also finds a button on his fridge, and his curiosity makes him press it. Since nothing happens, Elio sits on his couch to eat and watch TV. Soon after, something comes out of the fridge. That is, Elio from a different universe, who will also be played by me. See what I mean by complicated? Elio from a different universe tells regular Elio that someone will break into his house and kill him in the next 5 minutes. If he wants to survive, he has to listen to him. Now we move on to the hardest part. Step 3. Filming. So for this film, I'm going to be using 4 locations. The kitchen, living room, dining room, and my bedroom. Starting with the kitchen. Now I decided to film the movie at night for one reason. To make sure my family isn't in the way. But even then, they found a way to slow down my process. Shot 1 is complete, and that only took me 20 minutes. As I filmed a few more scenes, this happened. Okay, I started filming, but I forgot to put the mic in. But thankfully, the only shot I've done is a close-up of the feet, and I can just like find something off of Google or YouTube, whatever. But that wasn't even the worst part. I'm 1 scene in, and the mic, I already ran out of batteries, so I gotta find new batteries. Even after changing the batteries, I tried to test it and it wasn't working at all. Alright, telephoto, right? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Look in the camera. Hello, hello, hello. Nothing. There's nothing there. Hello, hello. My mic is broken. Warn me. This only means one thing. The rest of the film is gonna have to be with the camera's mic. I'm on the first scene, and I need a button now, because there's no buttons here. So, where the hell do I find a button? Yeah, this is so hard. This is so much harder than I thought. Even though things were not going my way, that didn't stop me from filming. It made me keep going because I know every great filmmaker had to overcome obstacles. Okay. I found somewhat of a button in the fridge. Here. I can make that work. I can make it work. After everything, I was finally on a roll. I shot this, then I reshot it from the other side because remember, I'm playing 2 different characters. And then I realized I'm gonna need some help. Meet Mikal, my little brother. He's also my unpaid assistant for the day. Or should I say night. He really came in clutch because I had no idea how I was gonna get someone to put their hand on me. Wait. Pause! I have my assistant right here. My PA. Good at work. Trying to make sure the production goes well. And of course things kept going wrong for me. You can see in whatever that was. With only 19 hours left, I was slowly highlighting the scenes that I completed.
A few moments later.
All I'm thinking is that if there's 18 hours left, let's say in the next 2 hours I finish. I sleep at 5 a.m. I'm gonna be knocked out till 1 or 2 p.m. Today I woke up at 3. That's how you know it's bad. That's how you know I'm like Toji. But sleep is for babies, and it isn't going to stop me from continuing and moving on to the next scene. My next biggest issue is taking this weird key out from this whole keychain. And I'm really bad at taking keys out from a keychain. Here in the final few stretch. Just got a close up of this. Going through the dialogue now. It's been nice. The energy is back though. I'm so excited to see how bad this is gonna be. I don't know if it's just me or I'm goofing around. But I found a way to put in the best part, write what you know, or just make it personal. I'm pretty sure my parents could have heard me talking because look how crazy I look talking to no one. 17 hours left. Camera set up. I've been stuck on these last few lines for the past 20 minutes now, and I can't understand or get where I want to set up the camera because it's such a pivotal moment. I can't use the same shots, and if I do, I don't have the same placement where I placed the last time, so it's just gonna look weird. It's gonna be me here and then me there again because I'm gonna double. We've officially hit 4:51 a.m. I'm in my last like final 3-4 shots. I don't know, I don't remember. I wanted to stop. As you can see, I'm completely finished. I just want this to stop and get a good night's sleep. This is the final 2 shots. One in the closet, one here. Let's go. And finally, I did my last shot of the film. Oh, that took so long. Oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. And now I'm gonna go to bed. Alright everyone, I'm in bed now. 16 hours, 42 minutes, 5 seconds left. Honestly, I have nothing to say. We're just gonna go to sleep and see what happens. Step 4! Editing! I just woke up. It's 2:32 p.m. and I don't know how many hours are left. Probably like 8. Let's get to editing. Okay, so I thought there was like 8, 9, 10 hours left. But there's actually only 6 hours and 53 minutes left. And I haven't even started and there's so much footage. I'm so cooked. And even with all this editing in front of me, I started doing it. But of course, when you live with your family, you're gonna get called down to do chores. Part of being a YouTuber, we're trying to be a YouTuber at home while also, oh no, we left the car out. There's a ticket on the car. Oh no. Well, what I was trying to say is, part of being a YouTuber and living with your family is you always get called out to do stuff. And I just got called out to bring a whole humidifier in. And now I went back to editing, but couldn't do it for long. I keep getting distracted and I keep going on my phone and looking at TikTok and Instagram. And there's 3 hours left. Almost done putting the pieces together. I still have to add all the sound effects and all the music and make the dialogue sound nice. With only 2 hours left, I was trying my hardest not to quit because the film wasn't coming together how I thought it would.
One eternity later.
Alright everyone, I'm so tired. There's still like 1 hour left and I've gave up editing. So with whatever's left, enjoy. Step 5, send it to someone.
A few minutes later.